Well, we live in a rural area in the country. It's both my wife and I were raised in the country, and we lived actually in Portland, Oregon for about 10 years and felt stifled by the city environment. So we came to Montana looking for a way to raise our children in the country. We make custom spurs, primarily Western style spurs, and we also do belt buckles and back cinch buckles, conchos, those kinds of decorative things.
Brendan helps with the bending of the hangers and cutting out the heel bands. And I answer the phone and take orders, process orders, more customer service.
So we can fit anywhere from about a two or 3 year old child on up to a large man. What we're doing right now is a ladies pair, and I don't have this bending die built for it, so I have to bend it this way. And people that are uneducated about how spurs are used and how they're made and what they're like assume that they're cruel, and they're not. Spurs don't go out of here with any sharp edges on them. And when we're discussing shank length and rowel size and all that with a customer, we're talking to them about how they ride and coming up with a spur design for them that'll work and gives them a way to communicate with the horse. And spurs aren't intended to be a prod just to make a horse go faster. It's intended as a communication tool.
I just help out with the silver work and cutting out the silver that is soldered onto the spurs. It's really easy to break the blades because they're really thin. And so if you even have the angle wrong even a little bit, then it'll break the blades.
By far the most rewarding part. At some point anything you do becomes a job. And while I enjoy making spurs, I enjoy working with my hands, and I feel gifted in that area.
Taylor helps with the flexing of the little silver pieces or gold pieces before we put them onto the spurs.
We make high-quality working spurs at a reasonable price. There's over 50 steps in making a pair of spurs. Some of them pretty minor, but some of them, if you mess up, you just added another 20 steps. And then we apply various finishing processes. One is our most popular is browning, where we actually pre-rust the spurs in a way that it's a nice kind of a chocolate brown color. And spurs are part of a person's equipment, and so they want to have something that looks nice and is functional. The sails that I enjoy working on are spurs I know are going to be used. And then we have a number of rodeo associations and team penning associations and reiners and cutters and all these different groups that buy trophy spurs from us as year-end awards or awards for events.
We're just wanting to give them skills. We're wanting to show them options, opportunities, what it looks like to produce an income, what it looks like to put your heart into something. We have our moments, but they love each other.